Good morning. I took the kids to school this morning, and we had to take a little bit of a different route. They had some road work going on one of the streets we take, and we went by this tree that I refer to, and my kids refer to, as a snake tree. And there's a pretty funny story behind it, or I think it is now. It certainly wasn't at the time. But when I was a little girl, my mom and dad had some friends that we would go, had friends there for a short period of time, and I was about 6 or 7, and we were going to their house, and at this point, it was kind of a regular thing. You know, they would get together, you know, maybe twice a month, once a month for sure, and we would end up at their house more than likely. And I went to their house, pulled up, went to go get out of the car, and my dad has a very twisted sense of humor. I'm sure you've seen some other videos. If you haven't, go and look. You know, maybe you'll find something that amuses you. But my dad liked to play little mind games. And something had probably pissed him off on the ride up there, and he'd probably been thinking the whole time how he could get me, and this is his way of doing that. And this is just how my dad kind of dealt with things. Always kept you on your toes and paranoid as hell. Anyway, snake trees. We get to their house, we pull up, we go to get out of the car, we're shutting the doors, and there's this tree, and we've gone under this tree 5 million gazillion times, never thought anything about it. It's this big tree that's got these green pods that hang off of them. I wish I was more technically inclined. I could put a picture in here and show you what I'm talking about. I can't. I do have a website. I can go over there and put a picture there of a snake tree, and to give you a reference if you want to go and check it out. But anyway, been under this tree a million times. You have to go under it to get to the front of the house, the front porch. I mean, you have no options. And we get out, and we're all fixing to go, and Mother's gathering up the babies, and Dad's getting the beer in the ice chest, and I'm gathering up whatever, you know, bullcorn I've brought along to amuse myself. And as we start to go, my dad says, I always hate this tree. I just never know when one of those things are going to fall off. And so, of course, I look up at the tree, and it's just covered with these green pods, you know, about, a foot long. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, that could fall off. And he said, you know they're snakes, don't you? And I'm just like, oh my God, bazoing, what? You know, and I look up at the tree, what? Snakes, what? I mean, because now I'm seeing it in a whole different light. Now there is a freaking tree that is covered. I mean, what is probably 200 is probably now in my mind millions and billions and billions. And he is telling me they're snakes. And so now I'm just glued to it. I'm freaked out. I'm back up against the car because, oh my God. And I'm just looking at him, I'm looking at the tree, and I'm waiting for him to be like, no, I'm just kidding with you, whatever. But he didn't, and we've got, let's go, we've got to get into the house. And I'm like, you are freaking kidding me. We have got to go underneath this damn tree that you're now, after all these times that we've been to visit, now you divulge to me that these are snakes. I don't know why you've decided now is a good time to tell me. I don't know why we couldn't have kept this a family secret, because I don't need to know this. I don't want to go in the house now. I'll sit in the car with the toy I brought with us, and y'all can bring me out some food. I don't want to go. But no, we got to go. So here we start to march off underneath the tree. I'm literally shaking to death. I can't get to the front door fast enough. I swear to you, it was 1 mile, 2, 3 miles longer than it's ever been in its whole life. And then the wind starts to blow a little bit, a breeze, okay? If you watch another video, you see where my dad jacked with my mind about the devil being in the wind. So even breezes kind of freak me out. But now we're walking underneath a snake tree, and there's a slight breeze, which honestly is helpful because I am so freaking sweating to death dying here that the breeze helps. Until my father leans down into my ear and says, it's got to be really hard when they hang on when the wind blows, because you know they only hang on by their teeth. And I would imagine that would be really hard. Oh my freaking God. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Left, right, left, right, left. I'm gone. I'm at the front porch in warp fucking speed. Because There's no way I'm going to be standing underneath this damn tree in the middle of the front yard that's a bunch of snakes hanging on by their teeth with the wind blowing. That's crap. That ain't happening. So I know my dad's loving me. He knows he's got me, but he's not letting up. My dad is damn dead serious. So anyway, we get up to the front porch. We go on. I spent the majority of the day looking out the damn window, waiting for one to fall, seeing if one would wiggle, and they wouldn't. They're all completely freaking stiff. I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for a squirrel to come into the yard to get a nut and they all attack. I'm waiting for something to happen, and nothing does. And you know what else I'm waiting for? Dark. Because there ain't enough light from the damn porch light to reach the snake tree that I've got to go under in the dark to get back in the car to go home. Maybe these things turn loose at night. Thought about that? I sure did. For hours that day. And probably 2 or 3 times after that when we went back. Thank God they did finally move to a ranch outside of town, that there was no freaking trees anywhere. If there was a tree, they had to plant it. And they didn't plant one snake tree. Thank you. Hated it. Still see those trees, and I chuckle and I shiver all at the same time. It's crazy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little tidbit. Have a good day. Bye.